Good evening everybody, and welcome to my Tuesday night stream. Bit of an unusual one, although I did say my schedule was going to be ad hoc this week. So we had 2 streams yesterday, and we've got 2 streams today, which is a bit of a bonus. So let's have a look and see what is up. Hey Hyperlol, thanks for stopping by the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. We've just started, so we're going to go and do our usual first things. Hello again, Bullsy. How are you doing? Hope your day's been good so far. Let's start with the mailbox. What have we got? A lot of expires. Well, we got one sale of 140 gold, so that's not too bad. Just woke up, got a bunch of stuff to do today. A bunch of stuff to do in WoW or in real life, Hyperlol, but good morning and welcome to the stream. All those expires need to be... Oh yes, we had the silkweave satchels we reset on. Let's pick those up as well. Fine, thank you. And yours? Yep, doing great. Thank you very much, Bullsy. Look at all those enchants. We need to get those on as soon as possible. Let's have a look. And we'll check the silkweave satchels, because it looks like our little reset we did hasn't quite hit it off. Let's have a quick look now. How's the price gone? Yeah, it's gone from the 998 where I reset it to back down to 799, so the price hasn't really held. Now I could buy these ones up. In WoW you've got a lot of crafting to do. Just got a major supplier who happens to be one of the richest players on the server. And also 10 boxes. Wow, that's a lot to do, Hyperlol. It's kind of nice though. I found this with my characters, having the routines that you do. You get up and you check your mailbox and you check your auctions and you go through all the routines. There's something nice about that regularity of it. So I think I'm going to hold off on resetting this again. I don't think the price is really going to hold. I don't really want to buy another 10 satchels. So I think I'll have to stick with the 799 price of these, because I've got 48 of them. I'm just going to end up having loads and loads of satchels. So what I'll do is I'm going to post these on, select all, run a post scan, and we'll just get these going, get the enchants on, that's the main thing. See if we can capture some enchanting sales tonight. Yes, we're undercutting at 798 on the satchels. I am tempted to buy those 10, because if you're gonna bother resetting a market, you might as well go all in. But it does seem to be a little bit stubborn in people putting it underneath without adapting. So I don't think they sell that frequently for that much to warrant me just keep on fighting it. I think I might actually leave it, keep it as it is. Let's get everything else on. 76 auctions, so that's a decent amount. Get all of those on. There we go. And then I think we'll have a look at, well, emptying the mailbox for starters, and then restocking. So that'll be our normal start to a routine. Like I said, there's lots to do. I usually have about an hour's worth of stuff. It's just my regular stuff usually. Picking up all the things. Oh, we've got some sales here. 6,900 now. Bear Tartar. Expedition bag sold again. That seems to be selling. Right, next lot. Get that posted on. And crafting as well is always a good one. Nice that you've got a supplier though. I wish I had someone who could supply me some more shal'dorei silk. I haven't asked in trade chat for a while actually. That might be something worth considering. Nice price for the bag. You're on US. You get excited when you sell yours for that high. Oh really? For the silkweave satchel? Yeah, it's a couple of hundred profit because my shal'dorei silk is quite expensive at the moment. So it's not as good as it used to be. Hexweave bags are going for about 2,300. The higel bag, I'll have to have a look. Let's open up this. Oh, the higel was it? Okay. Let's have a look. Let's pick the expires up. So I've sold it for just under 6,000, 5,900. Let's have a look. And let's scroll down because I don't think the search is working at the moment. Hexweave. No, it'll be up here somewhere, isn't it? No. Okay, let's try searching, see if it breaks. Hige. Yeah, it does break it when you do a search still. Let's just scroll down instead. Linen, primal, hydral expedition. There we go. So the crafting cost. What have you got? Volatile life and a bolt of ember silk cloth. So the crafting cost is 1,900. Currently the min buyout's at 7,600. So it's saying a profit of 5,700. And I've sold 6 with an average price of 7,100. So yeah, it's been quite a good seller for me actually, that bag. Searched in the recipe list. Reload UI. Let's get that back on, and then we'll get that back on. Yeah, my server's a bit weird sometimes with prices. Enchants are still doing strong for profits. You sell them frequently on 2 different servers, and you only get 1,500 on your main for it though. Oh, okay. So yeah, that must be. I don't know why it's quite such a good profit on here. I guess there's not many people making them. It's one of those things that I just kind of tried, and it does seem to sell. So I must expand more on my tailoring actually. That reminds me, I want to do a bit more into it. Right, let's have a look, see if this reloads okay. Only issue run into is the volatile life supply. Yeah, that can be a bit tricky. I'm not sure how much I've got left. I have to check my stocks. There we go. We do want to disenchant this. Spolders the aura. It's a 200. The vendor sell price is quite a lot actually. Market value is 225. No, let's put that one on. Okay, more sales, more expires. Not much left in the bag space, so we'll pick up what we can until we're full. There we go. And then we'll go and do the rest. There we go. Ember Silk has spiked a bit after the Bastion of Twilight nerfs. Ah, right. Yeah, I don't find a lot of Ember Silk these days. That is true. It's one of the tougher cloths to get hold of. At a decent price anyway. I've got it on my cloth shopping list. Right, what have we got? Barracuda, Ghostly Skull, Imperial Moth, Hatchling, Tome of Illusions. They're doing okay, I think. Lots of food. There's Gift of Critical Strike. 2 different ones though, that's weird. Because one of them's an old one. Luckily your supplier gets a ton of it for you through treasure chest while farming volatiles. You have about 15,000 cloth in stock. Wow, those are some serious numbers, Hyperlol. I find that with my server being more low pop, but with higher profits, I can get away with slightly lower stock numbers than a lot of my fellow goblins talk about on the high pop servers. That's assuming you're on a high pop server. I don't know, actually. It might not be. Right, okay. Done that. Let's go check the mailbox again. More expires. Let's pick those up. Quite a lot of food. A few shirts. Mooncloth robe. That's that. Okay. You're definitely overstocked. And you're on Storm Rage. It's a full pop, yeah. Yeah, I hear Storm Rage is quite full pop. Yeah, I like overstocking. I think overstocking is a good thing. The hoarder in me thinks it's a good thing, certainly. I would prefer to be overstocked than understocked, because I had a situation in January when I ran out of Chaos Crystals. I just couldn't make enchants fast enough and get them at a decent price. So I ended up, you know, my profit margins were completely crashed. And I couldn't make enough of them, so I much prefer to have a decent amount in stock that I got for a decent price. Right, another lot on. Next lot. For a few more sales, actually. That's quite good. Take the expires. Hello, Costa. Thanks for stopping by. How are you this fine evening? Let's take the buys as well. Silkweave Satchel, which were those? That was cancelled. Okay, I'll pick that one up. Ah, thank you, Humbug, for the follow. Very kind of you. Take those, they were cancels. I've got the cancels there, I could have done that. So what have we got? Elemental Force, Silkweave Satchels, Bear Tartar, the usual suspects. 13,000 gold. You missed a stream, Kostek. Yeah, I had one earlier, a quick one with my son. We did Dwarf Hunter levelling, which was really cool. That was good fun. I haven't sorted out those loots things that you mentioned. I must have a look at that. Fighter chows going on, Labor ribs, the usual satchels. Lavender Mage Weave's quite a good one. From level 1, no, I'd already had my hunter from about level, she was about level 29. The funny thing was, I hadn't played her in about 10 years, and she still had a bag full of stone shot, the bullets that the hunters used to have. So I've got no idea what I'm going to do with 2,500 bullets that are no use in the game now. So that was quite funny. Right, there we go. There's all our sales through. 13,000 gold. That's alright, I'll take that. That takes us up to 930 odd thousand, I think. $927 in the end. Excellent. Right, okay, so let's go have a look at all our auctions. So they're in the list. And then we can go and do some enchanting restocks first. And then we'll do some food and we'll do some tailoring as well. It's a bit of a shame there's this delay on crafting windows now. Okay, oh, and we've sold a blue linen shirt. Oh, that could be down to the Trial of Style, I think. Egaswi, thank you very much for stopping by the stream. Hello and welcome. Hope you're doing well this fine evening. Just going through our usual enchanting, crafting, tailoring and cooking operations. So I'll restock on these. Elemental Force, we need another one. Now we need a cloak, Gift of Haste. We need some Arcana, and we've completely run out, so we need to do some bracers. So I'll have to get back to that one. So let's leave that one for now. And switch over to tailoring. So tailoring, we should maybe have... Oh, we need to do the cooldowns. Oh, thank you, Nutella Day, for the host. Didn't do our cooldowns on enchanting. We need to make sure we do those. Go back to those. Let's do these now whilst we're here. There we go. We need Hexweave Cloth. Create. We can do Secrets of Drain or Tailoring. Get another one of those. And let's do a load of bolts of Windwheel Cloth. And thank you, Hogstout and Escort, for the hosts. So we need these bolts of Windwheel for our Imperial Silk, which will then give us our recipes we need for the Pandaria PvP stuff, which I probably need to make into a list of stuff to make, actually. I'll probably do that as well. Got quite a lot to do tonight. Plus we've got Draenor Flying, we still need to make some progression on that. I've got a couple more add-ons I added to help me track Draenor treasure chests and the NPCs, so hopefully that's going to be a bit easier wandering around Tannan trying to get the reputation there. Right, Imperial Silk, make one of those. There we go, Crafted Dreadful Gladiator Satin Leggings. That's that one, done. So what's the restock like on tailoring? We've got the Hydral Expedition bag and a brown linen shirt. Okay, let's go gather these up from the guild bank. Put that down to the bottom. Any intermediate crafts? No, just gonna... Actually, the Bolt of Ember Silk cloths are here on the auction house. So let's go have a look. See what the price is the Bolt of Ember Silk is. Bolt of Ember Silk. Oh, there's some good... There's a stack of 20 there for 20 gold. Crafting cost is 74 gold, so yeah, much cheaper to buy it there. I'll buy those. Might even be tempted to buy some more of this. What's my average purchase price? 29. So let's skip the wall there and buy the three stacks there and 5 stacks there. There we go. And Bolt of Linen was cheap as well, apparently. Bolt of Linen. Even though I have loads of linen. Actually, no, that's looking above market price. Although my crafting cost is 2 gold. Based off my mat cost of 1 gold 83. Never just buying Ember Silk cloth on its own. Normally a lot cheaper. Yes, normally it would be, but sometimes it can be. You can sometimes get it. I mean, let's have a look. Ember Silk cloth. I was going with what the gatherer was recommending to me, because normally it would give me an intermediate crafting. So a bolt of Ember Silk cloth takes 5 Ember Silk, and so we were getting it for 20. So that's just over, even at, what's that, Nightborn Delicacy Platter, sold a couple of those. that even at 4 gold 13 it's actually cheaper to buy the bolts that we bought them at. But then at 4 gold 13 that's kind of close. So what we could do is let's pick up those as well. Then we've got both ends of the market, because that's obviously a lot cheaper there at 4 gold 13. But then here at 11 gold, that's a massive difference, because that would cost me 50 gold to make that, whereas the bolts are actually coming in at 24 gold, interestingly. So it's a lot more expensive. What were we looking for? Linen. Bolt of linen was 1. How much is linen cloth? Linen. Oops. Linen cloth. Internal auction error. We need to swap over. There we go. Let's try that again. Linen cloth. Linen cloth is pretty cheap. Insane to see the price difference on different servers. I know, it is a bit weird. Time to run raid in Twilight. First trash room 10 times. Good luck, Costa. Hope it goes well. So a bolt of linen takes 2. So a bolt of linen is more expensive. The linen itself is cheaper, looking at this. But then looking at our mat cost, our mat cost is wrong. The mat cost is 1 gold 7, whereas we've been buying it for 44 silver on average. So I need to make sure that I go into TSM and change that. Not TSM actually, go into the tailoring window, this one. 24 minutes, 800 ember silk. Wow. That would be quite a lot of ember silk then. So that's just the first trash. Okay, that's quite nice, Caustic. So what have you got there? So 800 ember silk at, what were we saying? That's a pretty decent amount of gold, isn't it? I like your thinking. I'm not normally one for farming, but that does sound interesting. Right, crafting reports. What were we looking for? Linen cloth. Okay, so we need to go down, have a look at linen cloth. Scroll all the way down. It's a bit of a pain this without having search available. It's very, very boring. Yeah, I think that's the thing that puts me off them. Oh, we're not in materials, that's why. That's a silly person. Let's swap back. Linen cloth. Linen cloth is here. So your mat cost is 1 gold 7, but that should actually be, because I get most of my linen from buying it, so I'm going to change that to average buy. And what that means is, instead of being linen cloth of 1 gold 7, linen cloth is going to be more like 49 silver, which is much cheaper. So let's buy those up that we've got here that are cheaper. Let's buy all the cheap ones. I'll leave the 55, the wall of 55 there. Okay, so then we can make with our regular one. Let's move that down, I'll probably need to go pick it up from the mail actually. Whoops. Can't spell in the search engine. There we go. Okay, now we can move. Also not worth as much on your server. Okay. Right, let's pick up all of those. And then we can make some, close that down. Bolt of linen cloth. Let's create a load of these, just to give us a head start. And then we need to visit the guild vault for the coarse thread. Hey Drop Pencil, how are you this fine evening? Hope you're doing well. That should probably be enough. Right, head back to that, move that down. Go pick up our coarse thread from the guild bank. Go onto that, gather the items. Hey Alpha Test 1, how are you doing this fine evening? Hope you're doing well. And then back to our crafting. Now we can make our brown linen shirt and our Hyjal expedition bag. There we go. It's $4.92 for Ember Silk. Okay, that's quite a bit different, isn't it? What was my Ember Silk I picked up? Well, that's $4.13 here at the moment, according to that, obviously. But then I just bought that at that cheap price. So it's a bit of a hit and miss one, it looks like. I'll put that back. Right, okay, so you got into TSM4 beta and you struggle your way through the new look. Yes, it is a lot different. I was showing my son he was showing me TSM3. Ah, thank you, Peter Ken, for the follow. Very kind of you. And hey, Dory. Thanks for stopping by the stream. It does take a bit to get used to. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I mean, I was on TSM3 for a few months, and then, yeah, I've been TSM4 since it came out in beta, and so I've, over that time, gotten used to it, because I've also been learning at the same time. Whereas you guys, I know you're hardcore TSM3 users for a long time, so you've probably got a lot more muscle memory than I have over where everything was and how it's all set up. So I can imagine it's a bit more of a kind of like a shock to the system. Right, cooking. Let's have a look at cooking. So cooking wise, we've had quite a few sales, so I reckon there's going to be quite a lot we can restock on. Let's hope I can make it all. Should be able to with my chef's hat. Right, food. Restock selected groups. Oh, not too much actually, but bear tartare there's loads of. You just have to put more time into it. But they really did a great job so far. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really coming together now, especially the way you can organise groups now, like copying groups and being able to move them from one place to another. It's so much easier now with TSM4. Be nice once they've got gathering up to date, because that's still the old one. And the intermediate crafting's a little bit of a pain. So you're saying there's no intermediate crafting? Really? Okay. Well, let's gather the items. Only gripe you have is the black-grey strips used for the panels. It really hurts your eyes. Oh yeah, I hadn't really thought about that, but yeah, I guess it depends on the contrast of your monitor. It's not that easy. I mean, I'm not really great with my eyeballs anyway. So everything's a little bit fuzzy as it is, but yeah, I can see how that could be a little bit jarring, especially when you've got the whole list of everything. Crafting. Alright, so we can make everything as it is. That's easy. Right, let's make a fire in the guild bank. Let's just run through these super quick. Salad, platter, 21 bear tartare, so they're going well. Look at that go, so fast. Gotta have a chef's hat if you're going to do cooking. Really does make it so much better. There we go, done. Super quick. Alright. Let's go put all this stuff back on the auction house. Let's choose this one, this guy. We're transmuting 102 true gold. Well, hopefully that's going to take a while, will it? Hopefully get some nice procs. Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed for you. I'm having to do a lot of disenchanting soon, I think. I need to make a whole load of braces. So I might have to do that next, so I can do my enchanting and get my ley light going. Maybe I'll do a shopping scan first. I need to have a good look at what's on. Get our auctions on first. Let's get all this potential sales up together. The elemental force, undercutting competition. That's super cheap, but that's fine. Bear tartar, it's actually at a good price at the moment, 7 gold. Liking the price of that. You only make rank 3 cooking. Pretty much everything is rank 3 now, Bullywolf, except for the 2 that I'm missing. So I'm just letting TSM craft me anything that's in profit, cooking wise, so that most things are rank 3 anyway, so that's pretty much most of them done as it is. Right, let's have a look at, let's go for the regular good stuff without everything else on. Let's do a quick shopping scan and see what's got. Large brilliant shards always up there. Oh, I got a request from my son wanting to be invited to the guild that we've got. I can do that for you. Where can I do that? Sure, once I work out how. There we go. Right. Hold on, stop jumping around. Can't click on you at the moment. There you are. And can I do an invite to guild there? Maybe I have to do it through the guild tab. Where's the guild tab? There it is. And info, roster. How do I invite someone to a guild? I've never done that before. Hey Dustix, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Add member. Oh, I can't spell your name, hold on. There we go. Try that. Yay! And my son's demon hunter is now in the guild. Congratulations. Don't go stealing all my stuff now. Oh, I walked away from the auction house. That was a mistake. I have to do that shopping scan again now. There we go. Let's have another look. Right, what have we got on the shopping list? King's Amber's pricey, Essence of Water's pricey, Sorcerous Air, we've got quite a lot of that though. That's quite cheap. Dream Shards are up there. You do that so many times, I know. Just walking away, just that one step too far from the auction house, especially with shopping scans. It's always a bit of a... Okay, we've got not a lot of cheap stuff here. Greater Cosmic Essence. I'm going to pick some of those up. They might be useful. Oh, there's a stack of 200 there. Let's pick them up. How much is there? Well, there's quite a lot. I'm going to pick the 200 up. So that's really good. What's my average purchase price? It's 2 gold. This is 1 gold 18. So I'll take that, the 45, and the 3 lots of 20. That should keep me going for a while. Got 371 now. Whatever I'm going to use them for. And then let's go into cloth next. Let's have a look. Now we did pick up the linen cloth already. Windwool cloth's expensive at the moment, and the rest of the ember silk is. Shal'dorei silk is up at 6 gold. I'd prefer that to be under 5 if I can. Wool is super cheap, but then I've got 2,000 of that, so that's fine. And silk we've got just under 2,000 of. That's in plenty supply. Fell cloth has been quite pricey for a while now. If ever I sell my mooncloth robe, I'm going to have to rethink about getting some fell cloth, or I'm going to have to do a little farm for it. Because it's 69 gold, that's not too bad. Okay, let's try the leather, because Earthen needs his leather. We've expanded this list a little bit more now, based on thinking about recipes. That's stonehide. Oh, I thought for a minute there the stonehide was super cheap, but it wasn't. Right, what have we got here that could be useful for leather wise? Exotic leather. That's pretty good. We need that for some of your cooldown stuff, I think. So let's buy that. How much exotic leather is there? Yeah, there's a 1 of 1, there's 1 of 39. We'll buy the 39. And we'll leave those 2 1s on there for luck. Touch leather, you can make 5 into 1 exotic. So that should be cheaper than the exotic, but it's not. So we'll leave that. Borean leather. I've got 191, so I could probably do with trying to pick some more of that up. What's the price? 2.99. So yeah, that's about purchase price. This one's 2.80 and it's going to finish soon, so I'm going to bid on that one. And then 8 of 50 there at 3 gold. And we're at 2.99, that's close enough. That should at least get me some stock up though. Let's buy those. Take those. I'll leave that 200, that's too expensive. Right, and everything else is over the price I'd like to pay for. So we'll leave those. Right. Legion Enchanting materials. How are these looking? Whoa, look at the price of Chaos Crystals. They've really gone down now. My average purchase price of Chaos Crystals is 285. So even though I've got 2,500 Chaos Crystals, which is a massive amount, I'm going to keep buying these. Oh, there's an 85 there. That might be worth keeping intact. Let's buy the 6 of 1. And the rest is 219. And where's the next above 219? There's another 15 there. Lots of mini walls here. Is it worth breaking these down a little? Let's take the middle ones, and then I'm going to take some of these off of this wall just to give myself some cheaper stock. I mean, these are so cheap now compared to what they were, so the price has really started to go down. But if I keep buying some, that at least means my average is going to be going down rather than going up, even though I've got a lot of stock. Leylight at 56 is just over my mat cost. My actual purchase price is 58 though. So I think, as I'm so low on Leylight, I'm going to pick up that stack of 200 and then leave the rest, because then I'll make my Arcana out of that. Okay, let's leave that one. Actually, looking at this, these groups should really be out of the good stuff one, because every time I click on this it does all the subgroups, and that's not as useful to me because I'm doing them one chunk at a time. So using the power of TSM4, I should be able to drag and drop these out into favourite shopping, like so. So now I've got cloth, good stuff, leather to sand, volatiles, that's better, and cooking's in its own section anyway, which is fine. Okay, that's good. Right, let's try that again then. Now we can look at this in different sections. So volatiles and orbs, I'll run a shopping scan of that. Not sure how much of all these I need. Oh, that's a chaos orb that's looking quite cheap. How much? I've only got 3 of them, and I've been buying them for 18 gold. So yes please to those cheap ones. I'll take the 4, I'll take the 3, and those 2. Most definitely. And how's volatile water? We've got 61 of them. We've been paying 99 gold for them. So 91 is a little bit cheaper. Ideally I'd like to pick up some more bargains of that. Not sure how much I need that, so I think I might leave that. Volatile life we've been using, I think. Still got 218 of those though. So I'll leave those. They're overpriced anyway. Okay. What about our cooking ingredients? Let's have a look at those. So a quick scan of these. See how we're doing for cooking. I think we've got fairly decent volatile air and life you can get very easily in Zul'Gurub. Okay, thanks Bullywolf. 10-minute farm. Okay. So probably not worth too much if I can pick it up fairly easily. Well, rhino meat's expensive. 20 gold. Good job I don't need that anymore. Gem chips are looking quite pricey though. I will be running out of those at some point. I've only got 196. Need to keep an eye on those. Not happy about those. What have we got that's cheaper here? Bacon we've got. Wildfowl eggs. We've got quite a few of these. Ideally we want to get the price down a bit, we've got 36. You can try and do the run, see how many you get. Totally up to you, Bullywolf. If you fancy doing it, then by all means go ahead. But be honest though, I'm not one for farming, so I may end up just buying things on the auction house, but it'd be an interesting experiment nonetheless, if you're up for it. But totally up to you. Foxflower's looking quite cheap. How much have we got? 2,000, 2,500. See, we've got plenty of these. I don't really need to buy any more. Cursed queenfish, we need some though. We've only got 94. Right, what can we pick up? Oh, no decent amounts, unfortunately. Hey, Mocky Stream, thanks for stopping by. How are you doing? Again. Same, at 10 minutes is nothing. Save a couple of thousand. Yes, that's a good point. Cursed greenfish, how much do we need? 2 gold, 26, ideally. So I'll buy those 4 there. Buy these 2. I think I might buy, because we're so low, I might buy those 34 of 5. Problem is you can only run it till you have instance lockout, so you can't farm large amounts. Yes, that's a good point, Arnota. You heard the average is about 50 of each. Okay. Thank you for that, Arnota. And thanks for stopping by the stream as well. Oh, what's that? My hexweave bag has just sold. Excellent. Yes, I'm going to buy these queenfish here. Let's use the wheel mouse. Depends if you also go for the trolls too. Okay. And then you get ores. Ah. Quite good. Thinking about setting up OBS yourself and start streaming in the future. Oh, welcome. Welcome, Moku. More the merrier, I'd say. Levelling and stuff. How did you get over the normal anxiety? It's a bit of a weird one for me. The way my brain is wired, I have sort of like, if you think of like anxiety levels of like text to text is like down here, and then speech to text like this is only like a little bit above that, and that or text to speech the other way is like down there as well. They're all the same level for me, but then speech to speech anxiety levels is up here for me. So it all depends on how you're wired, really. I mean, that's it for me personally. So I haven't actually found it that difficult, but usually I just gabble on anyway, and just kind of, I don't really sort of care how much about sort of getting things wrong. I just keep on gassing until it goes, really. Other than that, I'm not sure what else I could suggest. I'd say try it and practice. That would be the other thing. The more you do it, the easier it gets, definitely. Ley blood we could do with some of. Let's have a look at that. What's the price? 287. Yeah, let's take the 178 then. And the 15. And the 4 of 5. Our Nota needs to stream more. But when lazy and having 10 minutes, it's a good farm. Yes to both of those two, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, buy these. Well, that's going quite pricey now, actually. Stop buying those. Try for sure, probably not with the webcam in the beginning, since you don't have one. Well, exactly. Start small, it's the same with everything, really. Oh, come outside when I have a moment. Okay, Hogstout. I'll just finish up my shopping here. I don't want to walk away from my shopping tab. Lean shank, cursed queenfish, we got what we could of that. I'll pick up one more though. There we go. Big gamey ribs, how are we doing for that? We got plenty. Bacon's okay, that's okay. Right, okay, we're okay for our shopping. We've got all of that. Right. What do we have outside? Don't see anything. Oh my god. Is this your new mount? Wow. That's awesome. It's huge. It's huge, but awesome. That's brilliant. That reminds me of the Ogron picture I did. That I sketched. Alright, let's collect up all my mail. This is going to fill up my bags no end. Look at all this stuff I need to sort out. Loads of stuff. Right, actually I'm going to put some of this in the bank. You got, it's a coal fist Gron mount. Ah, okay. So it's like the Ogron, but it's just the Gron version. Right, what have we got? Tailoring. Let's dump a load of this stuff here. All the shal'dorei silk we might use, actually. We'll make this into some... We can either make this into braces, or we can make this into silkweave satchels. As I've got so much stone hide at a cheaper price, I might use the satchels for that. Let's just move some of this stuff into like chaos orbs, golden pearls. What's that? A tiger opal. What else have we got here that we can get rid of? Cooking stuff, really. Ley blood. Rune scale koi, cursed queenfish, lay blood. Actually, some of those we need to keep. I think it's the rune scale koi we need to keep, the Nomi. And the tailoring, we can drop a load of that. Maybe that, and the linen, and the wool, and the ember silk, and the silk. And keep hold of those bolts. Food, we can pop the bacon away. Right, okay, that's some of the stuff. There we go. And then we'll pick up the rest from the mail. Alright, all the chaos crystals. Right, let's open them up. Hey Geohead, thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine evening? Hope you're doing well. Ah, why is that stopped? Let's try that again. Not because my inventory's full. No. Oh, it might need a reload perhaps. Let's try that. You're great. You're still at work. Oh, well, I hope you finish soon. And then you come join the WoW fun. I'm still looking for work, which is why I'm streaming a little bit more. Got a little bit more time, or at different times rather, to be able to stream as well. So you have me for an unusual Tuesday night. Not normally on a Tuesday night. Normally spending time with my family, but I managed to spend some good time with them today. We had a snowball fight earlier in the snow here, which is awesome. Although I did get snow in my ear, which was fun. Right. Okay, so mail wasn't working, we need to open that up. We've done cooking, we've done tailoring, we've done enchanting. Let's leave that. Open up the mail. Fill up all on these chaos crystals. Now with our ley light, that seems to have stalled again. That's interesting. Why is that stalling? Can I do it manually? Yes. I'm not going to want to do this manually though. But open all mail doesn't seem to be working. Let's try the quick send of the leather. See if that works. We bought some, I think. Mail selected groups. There we go. Let's head back to the inbox. Open all mail. Maybe it's one of the add-ons I've added that's causing problems. Alright, I'm just going to go through this as quickly as I can, manually for now. Snowball fights with the kids are priceless. You always enjoy them. Absolutely, Geoheb. It's you just can't beat the pure fun. Not sure why my mail's not quite working, but hopefully this isn't going to be a long. Open all mails, start from below to top. Okay, thank you, Soul Maestro. Oh, yeah, that one's not working. Weirdly. Can't seem to take that bottom one. What's wrong with that one? Can I take this one? Yes, I can. Can't wait to get your new job just so you can quit the old one and have at least a few weeks of paid leave. Yeah, that's quite good. Do I have a guide about shopping lists and how to set them up? I made one with 80% max, but it doesn't really seem to work. Okay. Is my TSM group stuck on sending? I'll have a look at the shopping list. I don't actually have a guide that I've set up yet, drop pencil, but I can run you through what I've done at the moment. This one just does seem to be stuck. Sending doesn't seem to be having a problem. Don't really want to do that. Let's open it from the bottom. Oh, there we go. Now you're having a problem with Cecile, but I'm not sure whether that's the case. Okay. Let's try that. Let's turn that one off. Cecile. And Genie? No, that's different anyway. Helps you organise your bags. Oh, that's different anyway. Oh, I don't want that one anyway, so let's get rid of that one. And let's do Cecile. And that's disabled. Okay. Let's try that and reload. There we go. Hey, Dragons After Dark. Thanks for stopping by. And, oh, thanks for the tip, Alpha Test 1, just to reload. Yeah, we'll see how we get on with that that reload, because it was a bit weird. I'm not sure whether it was the Cecile add-on that was causing the problems or not. But we'll have another look. We'll just open it back up, because I have had a couple more add-ons I've put on, so maybe just the combination of too many for Mr. Potato to cope with. So how are you doing today, Dragons After Dark? Hope you had a good day so far. I'm just waiting on this reload. It's going to take a little while. Can't imagine having to open every one of them. You could just disable the mail and use Open All Mail from the standard UI. Yeah, that could probably work as well, I think. Stream went very well, but still sick. Oh, that's a shame, Daggons. I hope you get better soon. You get stuck on that if you start letting it send your setup groups, but run away from the mailbox before it's finished, and that greys out. Oh, okay. Okay, right, let's try this again as it is. Yeah, it still doesn't like that one, even though I'm here. So it's this one that's causing the problem. So it's kind of there but not there. And if we go to the regular one, it's all but this one. This guy is a problem. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete it. Nope, you can't delete that. Okay. So it's completely just stuck on that one. But it's not even there. Okay, I'm going to leave that to sort itself out for a little while. I'm sure if I reboot or reset, go to another character, that will sort itself out. So I'll have to leave that at that, I think. How have we got bag-wise? Doing all right. Might be with TSM4 it might be a bug. Yes. Try to close the game and reload. Yes, I think so. Alpha Test 1. How have I been, Dragons After Dark? Been very well, thank you. Been spending some great time with my family at the moment. So that's all been pretty good. Right. Okay. Let's take this opportunity to log out. And rather than just exit the whole game, I'm just going to log out to Earthen, our demon hunter, and just check in on him. That might help things along. And then we'll take it from there. And if that doesn't work, then we'll see what else we can fix. Earthen's got some daily cooldowns to do anyway, so we'll do those as well. Get your leather working up. And we did try something. In 9 minutes you got 48 volatile life, 51 volatile air, and 53 twilight jasmine. That seems alright, I think, Bullywoof. So that was Zul'Gurub, wasn't it, you went into? If I remember right. I have to remember where all these dungeons are, because I'm not so familiar with them all. Yeah, Zul'Gurub Hive Queen. Okay. In Stranglethorn Vale. Right, okay. That's good to know. In case I need any volatiles, then I can head down there. Right, how's Earthen getting on? Now, Earthen has some sales. That's good. We've sold a travelling leggings of Fever Flare. That was one of the ones I wanted to test out. Ah, you ran that one earlier, did you, Hogstout? Was that the one I saw you doing? So the Drums of Fury have all sold, which is brilliant. And this was the next thing in our leather working that we were doing. I had a look at all the recipes that I could make at the moment, and I thought, okay, well, what can I test the market out and see if we can get some sales? And it was the travelling and the journeying ones that had a lot of materials for and were quite simple to make and looked like they had good profits, and we've sold one, which is really nice. Finally found a use for all your Sargeras blood. You found a site that tells you what mat sells best for the blood exchange, and you made just under 50k something that was just rotting in your bank. Well, that's brilliant, Dragons After Dark. Yes, I think it's called Blood Money, isn't it? That site. Yeah, it's really good for working out what's the best, and then because if you don't use the bloods on that character, then they're just going to be wasted. So yeah, find the best way to make use of them. No site can tell you what sells best, except maybe TSM add-on. But the IO site can tell you what might be best, might be the most gold if you do the trade. Yes, I think that was the one I was thinking of, wasn't it, Soul Maestro? Of course, yes. If you then turn the bloods into something else, profession-wise, then that's a potential even better money earner, depending on your professions. So I looked down here, and I saw these Draenor patterns. The Journeying Helm, and the Travelling. And so I've sold the Travelling Leggings here. So that's good. So let's open these. And the multiple leather. Now hopefully... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I have to go back to our leather working. Actually, we'll do this by the auction house, because then we can make some braces to send back to Samadan. Right, let's wait for this to go back up again. Just stretch my legs out. That's easier. Yes, the blood money one. Yeah, that at least gives you the best price for the blood trader. And then you can turn that stuff, you know, it's quite simple to do really. Just sell that stuff and then send it on to sell. Right, okay, so crafting wise, we should have, if we go to our groups and go to our leather working, restock, has it select? I don't think I've got a crafting of these. Let's just check that I have got it right. Because I haven't got the drums here either. I need to add those in perhaps, rather than making them manually. Let's take those off and have a look at my group. So what's my group saying for leatherworking? Professions, leatherworking. Okay, so leather goods. Do I have crafting operations for these? Oh, I've forgotten. I haven't gone back to the shopping operations yet. Drop pencil. Remind me in a minute, and I'll come back to those. So journeying, travelling, group operations. We should crafting operation have one of each. So long as the profit is more than 20% crafting, which I think we've got. And then what was the other one? It was Drums of Fury, which the crafting operation, I don't think we set one up. Thanks, Drop Pencil. We wanted a crafting operation here. Override this, and we want to create a new operation, make drums, and we're going to have maximum, we want 36 was our number we were making, and the minimum profit. Now we were doing these as a manual price, so our minimum profit I think was something like 30 gold. I think. Let's just check those let's try it. Let's try it at that and open this back up, see if that works. So we want to get these crafting operations to basically make us the leather. I might have to visit the auction house and just have another look so that TSM knows that we've sold those things. Maybe it doesn't know. Right, so groups, leatherworking. So Drums of Fury is now here for a crafting operation. Restock. Neither of them have come up. Okay, something's not quite right there then. Right, okay, let's go look at the shopping operations whilst we're here. Drop pencil. So my shopping operation is under the group. So say for example my cooking ingredients has a shopping operation assigned to it. So in the group operations down to shopping, I've called the operation shopping average buy. Overrides the parent operation, and then inside there the details of the shopping average buy is I'm using average buy as my maximum price. So basically when TSM is comparing the price on the auction house, it's comparing it against the average purchase price I bought my things for. You could do this as a percentage, but what I'm actually wanting it to do is show auctions above max price so I can look at it myself and decide whether to go above max price or not. And then I've turned off neat stacks. Maximum restock quantity I've kept at 0 so I can look at the stock levels myself. And sources to include, I've left everything else off and as standard. That's all I've done for the shopping operation, so that then when I go into the auction house, and what happens if I didn't buy one that I have in the group? That's something I've never come across, because normally what I do is the first time I buy something I'll actually search for it manually like this. Say I haven't bought any bolts of Ember Silk cloth before. What I'd do is then I'd buy some to start off with, so that's my baseline, and then I get that from the mail, and once it's in my bags then it's much easier to add it to that shopping operation. So I don't normally get into that situation. Anything I'm looking to add to the list I'll search for manually first, and then it goes in that way. I guess you could do something like, if your shopping operation, you could do first what you could do is where's my operations? If I haven't seen it before, what I could do, say we go to ingredients, I'll go that, shopping average buy. Instead of just average buy like that, you could go first, brackets, average buy, and then DB market. If I spell that right, yes, close brackets. So basically what it will do is it would look at average buy first. If it doesn't find anything in average buy, then it will use DB market instead. I believe that would work. Oh no, your custom price was incorrect. Let's try that again. First, average buy, comma, DB market. Did I spell that correct? No. Let's try something else then. First, average buy, 100%. Maybe that would work. DB market. I'm just guessing here really now, because that doesn't seem to work. Yeah, that works. So now we're looking at the first. So it would look at the first average buy, and if that doesn't work, it will look for, see if something's 100% DB market or DB region market. That's another one at Asakura, that would work. There's different variables you could use for that. Region you could do for the whole region. DB market would be just for your server. So there's a couple of options you could use there. So that would work. So if there was something on there that I hadn't bought before, it would then look at that one. I believe that would work. I haven't tested it, but that's my theory on it anyway. Okay, so looking back to where we were at with our crafting, why wasn't our crafting working? The Drums of Fury, they are currently, where's the Drums of Fury? There we are, 37 gold profit. So our 30 gold profit should have been valid. Just going to check my auctions. Haven't got anything else on. We've got all the other journeying and things. So we've definitely got a missing gap here. So if we did this again in groups, now that we've seen it, restock. Right, now that's come in. So that's worked. Drums of Fury's come in. Journeying Travelling hasn't come in yet though. So let's double check the group on that. The group Journeying Travelling, group operations, crafting, one of each. Now the profit was 20% crafting. Now according to this, which one are we missing? Can't remember which one we sold. It was the legs of some kind, I think. Let's have a look at my auctions. We've got, let's order it by item name. What have we got? Journeying. We've got 1, 2, 3 journeys. So it was travelling legs. Travelling legs we had. So looking at travelling legs, travelling leggings should be a profit because it's 1,400 profit there. So that to me says profit. Travelling leggings, crafting cost 239, profit of 1,400. Okay. Profit of 20% crafting, shouldn't that be 120% crafting for a 20% profit? Yes, I had this theory myself as well, Asakura, but because they've changed the wording of it in TSM4, I had this with Muffin, and he said it's actually no, it's over the profit of that. So I think what I need to look at is the group in more detail. Let's take this one off. There's the group. Here we go. Too many windows. So the profit is 20% over the crafting cost. So that is 120. That is effectively 120% crafting when you put it in like this. So it's different in TSM4. Yes, they've changed the wording of it. Oh, thank you, Mocky Stream, for the host. So Muffin confirmed that with me the other day, but I'm not sure why, because that 20% crafting isn't much of a minimum, really. So that should work. Oh, thank you, Shin and Gold Queen, for the hosts. Why wouldn't you want to add in my travelling leggings? There must be a reason. Hey Sephorium, thanks for stopping by, hope you're doing well today. We just got a thinking conundrum over our travelling leggings which we sold. I'm not sure TSM's registered that we've sold them yet. So what I might do actually, is clear the queue, close my windows down, close this down, have a look at this. Have a look at my auctions again so that TSM can see everything we've got, and then we'll go back into leatherworking and we'll see if it's registered, because sometimes it takes a minute or two to register, because that crafting should at least be a profit. Let's have another look once it opens up again. And then we can see whether that was actually correct. So going into my groups, leather goods, restock selected, Drums of Furies is in there, okay, but journeying travelling isn't, okay. But I know if we change that, it will. If we change that to a gold value, I bet you it'll help. Let's change that as a test. So I had this same problem with the Mooncloth robe a while back, and thought we had it correct, but maybe not. Let's get rid of that one. Make a new operation. I'm going to call this Leather Journey Travel. That makes perfect sense. So maximum we're going to have is 1. Minimum is 1. What about 20% crafting plus 10 gold? I reckon that could help. Let's think. So the minimum profit would be, maybe it can't work out the crafting cost. It should be able to, because it tells me what it is. There, travelling leggings. The only thing I'm thinking of is how many are on the auction house at the moment. We sold 1. The TSM thinks there's 2 auctions on there with a min buyout of 1,600. So that would make sense. And the crafting cost, see, these are all at least 200 profit, so if I know this would work if we just put in 200 gold. If we put 200 gold, I bet you that works. Let's close that down. Restock, collect selected groups. Where is it? There it is. Leather goods, restock. I might have to close that down and open it up again. Right, let's try this again. Right, we'll get there. We'll work this out, because if we've got this set up, then we can make sure that we're crafting just what we need to craft. And we're not doing anything needlessly. And it's important to test these things to make sure that if they don't make sense, we work out why it's not making sense. Otherwise it's TSM that's kind of skewing figures. Right, let's clear the queue. Let's try this again. Restock. No, just the drums. Oh, good night, Moku. Thanks for stopping by. And hopefully see you again next time. Okay. Now that's got me flummoxed, because I thought that would do me. Travelling leggings. Let me just check this. There's got to be something here. Travelling leggings. That's what we sold. Haven't got it in the auction house. Let's go through and check everything. Okay, so we've got travelling helm, travelling tunic, journeying robes, helm and slacks. Okay, and they're all saying a profit. Are there different types? Because of like the quick blade and the aurora and the fever flare. Is that going to cause it problems, I wonder? I may be off the mark, but in the groups there was a checkbox for ignoring random enchants. Yes, I think you're onto something there, Lissard, because I'm just looking at that now, realising that these are all different types, aren't they? Yeah. Let's learn this together. Thanks for that. I think you're onto something. Right. Okay, close that down. So let's look at the group. And have a look at our journeying, travelling. Yeah, because we have all these different ones, don't we? Now if we ignore... Do we want to ignore random enchants, or do we want to keep them? That's... no. Yes. Let's try it on. Right, okay. Let's try this. Think this maybe works? No. Okay. That's when you're importing items and don't want to import all the other random enchant versions. Yeah. So maybe this is... Maybe it's the way I've set this up, that it can't make one of these because I've only asked it to make a specific type of one. Maybe I need to put all of the potential types in there. What's in the settings here? Maximum restock, override, management, nothing else in there. You might not ignore it if all set low, but you got one, e.g. enchant version that can be sold a lot higher because it's best in slot for a fresh level toon. Yeah. Maybe they've all got different prices, and maybe this is what's giving us our sort of like our skew in restocks. But if it cares about those different enchants version, just ignore it and import just the base level. So maybe Good evening, Pointy Gnome. We're all having a conundrum at the moment over my group that I've set up for my journeying travelling. We're just trying to work it out. Remember we had this thing with minimum profit? I think that's not part of the problem. I'm going to just, for a test, just change that to 20 gold. I don't think that will make a difference. No. But let's have a look. So it could be that the group is set up incorrectly. Maybe I needed to take them off and put them on as just, when I imported them, taken off the ignore random enchants. Maybe that would work. So let's say, for example, let's make one make one manually. Okay, so trying to work this out. So let's make some more legs. Let's queue some up. Let's just make some legs, like any old legs. Probably have to close this down and open it back up. Let's keep the leather working open, because I need that. Go back into DSM, go into groups, go into journeying, leveling. Okay. I think you need a lot more versions with the other enchants as well, like 6 or 8 of the possibilities. Yes, I think so. I was wondering what I was going to test is when I add this in, travelling leggings, because these are travelling leggings of the Fire Flash. If I do ignore random enchants, now it says travelling leggings. And so if I add this to my queue, it just comes in as travelling leggings. So I'm thinking now that that would work as a crafting operation. Now obviously I've already got one in here, so if I go to the group operation and change this to a maximum restock quantity of 2 and change this again to say 200 gold. Oops, need to press enter. Right, so now let's close that down. Now if we were to restock this group, I wonder if that's going to come in. Journeying, travelling, restock. There we go. So travelling links. The crafting operation wouldn't work because it wouldn't know how to make a specific type of those leggings. So when you import the group, you need to import it and ignore the versions. If you ignore the enchant, it will undercut whichever version is the lowest. Yeah, that's the other flip side of that. So there's a flaw really in the crafting operations, because you need to set this up as a crafting operation in the same group as you want to set up the posting operation. So if you ignore the enchant, it will undercut whatever version. Yeah. So if I'm saying I'm going to do a base price for these travelling leggings, is this the best way? So how would I craft this otherwise? The other way is to make one of every single type, if it will make them. Or is it only on import? There's the other option. Maybe if we take... Oh, no, didn't mean to make that. Hold on. Maybe if we clear the queue, maybe it's okay to have it on ignore when we import it on the groups. So we go down on here. And then turn this off afterwards, once we've got them in. So I'm thinking let's test this out. Best way to test it out with the ones I've got, because I only really want to make one of these. So I'm going to cancel the auctions I've got. Okay, let's cancel these because we need these. So cancel these. We need these in our bags. So we'll get rid of those. Close that down. I'm going to set up posting operation with the specific types for selling. One group without the enchant to craft them, and another group to post them with the enchant, but all the different types of enchants in the group. Yes, because then effectively they could be two different groups. So import if you craft one that isn't listed into the group yet. So then you can build up two different, so we'd have one group here. So let's have a look. Let's close this down. So we've got this, and we've got our group, journeying, travelling. So we take off all of these ones, which are specific ones. I'm going to remove those. So we've just got travelling leggings. And then let's go pick, oh, didn't want to do that. We go over here, we pick up what we've got. There we go. So this is a group, and this group, this is going to be our crafting. So we're going to edit this. I'm going to call this craft. So this is going to take the 3 journeying, and we've got the legs already, helm and the tunic. Ignore random enchants. Oh, I have to reselect them now. Okay, that. Travelling. Okay, so now we've got a group with ignore random enchants on it, and that group operation isn't going to have a posting operation. So it's just going to have the crafting operation, and that crafting operation, we're going to have one of them, and the minimum profit is 200 gold. No, press enter. The minimum profit should really be, we don't know what the minimum profit is because we don't know what we're going to make. So that could be a bit skewed. So the craft one sees all versions and counts them for restocking or not. The sell one can then undercut on the enchant version. Yes, I think I'm with you. So then what I was thinking, if I make another group, in fact what we can do is, I'm going to edit that, copy that text, and then we're going to select this. I'm going to make a new one, edit that, paste that, and call this sell. This one isn't going to have ignore random enchants on. Now because I've made these, I'll have to add more when I make more. Let's add those in. And that group operation is going to be, doesn't need a shopping operation. Auctioning. Standard 110%. Is that going to be good enough for us? Posting 48, post cap 94%, 110% crafting, 1000% crafting, 200% crafting. Okay, let's try that as a standard one. So therefore, looking at that group, we've got 2 groups, one for crafting and one for selling. The crafting one has make one of each of the travelling and the journeying, and the selling one, depending on, once I've made more of these, then I'll be able to add all the different variations in there, and then that can be on for the selling. would be the theory. And as long as the profits are less, then that should be alright. Perhaps? Let's try that. So let's go to leatherworking. I'm going to have to test this out over time, I think. Oops. I think it's a good start. I think we're onto something, guys. Thanks for your help on that. I think we've worked it out a bit better. I certainly understand it a little bit more. I must admit I'm about still 20% confused, but I think we're all right. Right, let's open this up. It's fun working this stuff out. Absolutely, Lissa. This is where the best learning happens. It's just, if it doesn't make sense, keep working at it and trying things out until it does make sense. Right, okay, so we've got that to craft. Now, I'm not expecting to make any because we've already got one of each. So let's make our drums whilst we're here. There we go. And then let's see if our posting operation works. And then I can expand my leatherworking from this. That's the fun stuff about TSM. Doctoring such thing to tweak your setup. There might be better options or ways to do such things. That's the way you do it in mine. Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing, is you can work out what's going to work for you and what makes sense. Good to figure out now and be safe. All the new items coming with BFA. Yeah. Doctoring and there. Yes, I'd already made the substitution Soulmeister. I got what you meant, I think. Yeah, especially when BFA comes out, there's going to be all the new stuff, and you just want to be able to make sure that you can set TSM up for all the new things, and not try and do it automatically without understanding it. Because if you don't understand it and TSM puts the figures in wrong, you're going to end up, selling things for a loss, which nobody wants. Right, okay, so the Drums of Fury made, if we were now to do auctioning, let's deselect everything. Let's just go to our leatherworking and run a post scan. So the Drums of Fury we know works. That's a simple operation. I mean, my posting operation for the journeying and the travelling things doesn't really take into account the different variations that much. See there, the normal price is coming at 474. I'm sure I had my normal price much higher than that. Undercutting the competition's fine. Ah, no, I had a different one, I'm sure. Hold on. Let's change that. I did. I had that one that was called New Operation. Auctioning. Where was it? Got so many now. This one, New Operation. Posting wise, sure it was that one with a minimum of 110% crafting. Was it that one? No, I'm not sure if it is actually. Let's have a look at my different operations. I will have named it something. Because I did it manually, I'm sure. I can't see. I'm not sure it is primordial shal'dorei. No, I don't think it is any use to me. Right, okay, so crafting standard? No, it wasn't that. It makes subgroups till you got the master group. Put a vial of sands in the auction house for a min price of X. Yeah. This is the thing, is making sure that everything's working correctly. Right, okay. This I need to change. Crafting standard I don't think will work for us here because it's posting them at 200% crafting, which is actually too cheap. I want that higher than that. Now I believe that group new operation may have been onto something. I'm sure that was the one I had there before. So I don't think it was anything else, and it was one I set up recently. I must have just not named it correctly. So we're going to edit this, and this is called crafting min 110%. I'm sure this was something. I'm sure I set this up to be something else. There was an operation I set up, I remember doing it, but it doesn't seem to be here. It's going to drive me nuts now. Posting wise. So I want this. That was it, the maximum between 150% crafting, 120% and DB region market average. I'm not sure that's what I want. I might even have to think about manual prices for these. But let's try that for now. I'm not sure that's the best operation to use here. But let's have a look. Right, that was more like what I wanted. More like in the thousands. That's what I remember doing. So it's basically looking, it's using a slightly more complicated posting operation, whereas that one's undercutting the competition, whereas someone's put it up higher. Not so higher, but it's still profit. 200 profit. Okay, let's try it for that. We're gonna have to work that one out, I think, for a little while longer, and then we can get a better sort of gauge on whether these things sell and how well they sell. But it's a start with the leatherworking, learning this stuff out. It's useful to know. Right, okay, enough of that. Let's move on back to Samadan, I think. Oh, we were going to do some braces, weren't we? Let's do some braces just whilst we're here. And then we can come back to this. Come back to Samadan and maybe do a bit of Walls of Draenor. Perhaps. Have a look. Well, that was good. I hope we all learnt something there. I kind of feel like I'm halfway through it. I need to just work on it a little bit more, and then we can find out what's going on with those operations. So we've got more of a handle on the market. Right, so we're going to go over here. Now we can make over 1,000 warhide bindings, which is just too many. So how many should we make? Oh, we haven't got much room actually. There we go. Update on panthers, they sell very well. Excellent, Bully Wolf, that's good to know. Right, let's go to the bank with our tiny little reagent bank. Let's add in a load of this raw beast hide. Let's fill everything up. and then the rest stone hide. I need to compress some of these stacks up. There you go, make that, make that, make that, put that one there, and then that one over there, and that one over there. There you go, might as well get them in 200s. There we go, and some Gorgon flytrap as well. There we go. Just a heads up, it takes a bit to set that up to craft them. What the panthers.
Have a good one.
Oh, I pressed escape again, didn't want to do that. Right, here we go. Yeah, I haven't got dual crafting yet, so but that's definitely something to add to my list. Yes, the panthers. Okay. Yeah, it's on my list of things that I definitely want to make. Well, all the professions really. Need to get them all set up. I think I'm going to run out of time though before BFA comes out. But let's at least get as many professions done as we can. We've at least started on leatherworking now. Just need to work out what else we can sell, collect some more recipes, do some more cooldowns, and then level up some more characters so we can do some more professions. Right, okay, so we wanted to switch to this, and then we want to do warhide bindings. Let's just create a whole load. Then you aren't doing it right. Yeah, that's a good point, Sephorium. Right, I think we'll just make one batch of these rather than doing the continuous mailing thing. I think we'll, that levelling sounds good, says my son. Yes, we must do that. We'll get the levelling going. I might as well make a whole load of braces and send them over. Transmute Master Alchemist helps on extra profit. Living Steel Transmute procs, and Kripati to prospect into the gems you need, as Ghost Iron Ore is often 2 times the price of that in Auction House. Trillium Ore is even 3 times the price of Ghost Iron Ore. Okay. That sounds like a decent amount. I know the S in my bag interface sorts and restacks the items. No, I didn't, Esakira. Well, that was useful. With me just doing it by hand there. Ah, I have to remember that one. This little S here. Blizzard sort items. Ah. Excellent. Thanks, Esakira. It's going to be very useful. Right, okay, I think that should be enough for Samadan. Do one more. There we go. At least I'll have a few male selected groups. Let's just send all of these over. Oh, I think we've gotten stuck on some. Try that again. Done sending mail, it says. I've still got some in my bag. I'm pretty sure I've done all these groups before. Bit of info for the flippers. You can buy cheap crystallized and motes and make them eternals and primals. Earn quite a good profit margin and more or less. Okay. If you want to get cheap gems for those panthers, they're not on the auction house for all very high price. It's cheaper to prospect Kripparite and then Ghost Iron or Trillium Ore. You get about the same chance as you get the gems you needed. Oh, okay. That's useful. Right, my mail selected groups isn't working. I wonder if it's something to do with the IDs changing, perhaps. I wonder if the IDs have changed. Let's check. Leather to send. And actually, where is that? That's moved. No, I'm in the wrong one. Warhide bracers is where I want to be. Warhide bindings, bracer. There we go. All of these versions. Now this is where I should have had the ignore random enchants on. Because then I could have just done all the different lists. In fact, that's not a bad idea. Let's take all these off again. Is there a way to select all? No, can't shift select them all. And the tooltip's right over my window. There we go. There we go, that. Remove. Ignore. Warhiding bindings. Add that. There we go. Because this is just for sending, this operation. There we go. TSM groups, mail selected. It says done sending mail, but these are still here. Seems to be a bit of a problem with the mail at the moment. Okay, let's leave that for now. And I wonder if it's one of my add-ons that's causing a bit of a problem there. Alright, let's go back to Samadan. Let's try and get some, rather than puzzling all these things out, let's try and sort out some progression. We need to go to Dalaran, we need to do Nomi, we need to check world quests, we need to go to garrisons, we need to check order hall missions. Do I have the postal add-on? No, I don't, Asakura, so I don't know whether that should be interfering with it. Try and have as very few add-ons as I can. Especially with Mr. Potato here having limited resources. Right, okay, so that allows you to control click and add similar items when mailing. Might be a workaround. Okay, maybe that's useful. I'll have a look. Your mains on either faction. Are both on different high pop realms, so no market to control. Just some to nibble about, but you do some of those flips for cheaper pets or WoW tokens in other realms with low level tunes. Oh, Galadin's giving me some netherweave cloth. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, and some silk. As this isn't being done, I'm going to destroy that one. Oh, I've ignored it. There we go. Oh, thank you very much, Galadin, for the cloth. Is that everything? What have we got? Silk, gold. I think that's worth at least 20 gold. For that lot. There we go. Slash bow. Right, let's check the mail. What have we got? Delicacy platter. There was that chaos crystal, wasn't there? Maybe it's because we haven't reloaded and we've still got this bug. This is definitely causing problems. So I might have to reboot WoW. I won't do it just yet. We can manage without it. So let's go head over to Dalaran. So we're going to go to Nomi, and we're going to go to check the world quests on the map, see if there's any good Bloods missions. seeing as we're going to run out of bloods if we're not making disenchanting too many braces. So you need to get on that as well. So a fair amount to do, really. You alright, mate? I'm not liking these load times though. It's definitely gotten worse of late. Right, okay, off we go. To Nomi, I think I might need to go to the guild bank to get the right ingredients because I think I put them in. But let's see what we've got. Prepared ingredients, cursed queenfish, slightly burnt food. Okay. And then we wait for the crafting window to open up. I mean, this is slowing me down quite a lot, all these load times, all these pauses with the crafting window and everything. It's definitely causing a break in the flow of the game. I mean, obviously I can chat to you guys so it's not wasted time, but I can imagine playing and doing so much professions like we're doing here, it could cause problems. Right, what have we got left? Cursed queenfish, we haven't got any. What we need is rune scale koi is what we need. Oh, good night, Buddyworth. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great evening. For Mr. Potato, maybe you already know, but there is an option to start the 32-bit client instead of the 64-bit. Ah, that's a good idea, Executioner. I might try that. So I've only got 4 gigs of RAM anyway, so it's not like it can see a lot more. You do get the warning on the login screen. I did try going back to DirectX 9. Obviously it's not the same as a 32-bit version, and the DirectX 9 didn't really help. But maybe if I do the 32-bit version as well, that might help, although it will mean less memory, even though, because 32-bit can only do 2 gigs of memory, can't it? So yeah, I'll give it a go though. It's worth a try. Thanks for that. Let's just do cursed queenfishes. That's all we've got on us at the moment. There we go. And whilst we've got some prepared ingredients, let's make some of those going. We're up to 4 recipe scraps. It might not change anything, no, but any help we can give Mr. Potato, the better. Now, before we go here, let's just check the map. What have we got bloods wise? Oh, there's an 8 there. So we'll go there afterwards, once we've done our... Once we've done our order halls, we'll go and check out that Bloods mission, because 8's quite good. Just checked your low-level trolls. 14k in the mailbox. Just sell of horde-only cooking recipes on a heavy ally server. Ah, that's a good idea. I didn't realise there was a mix between the two. So can an alliance person buy them and use them? Just checking and reposting every 3 to 5 days. Ah. So only Horde can buy them, but Alliance can use them. Is that right? But I think we're fairly Alliance heavy on this server. that might be worth doing. Right, let's go check out order hall. Yes, because the auction house is faction shared, isn't it? You can buy them and they can learn it. That's good. But only Horde can actually buy it initially, is that right? Okay, lots of gold there. Okay, what have we got? Argosian Reach, that's going to be useful. Blood's not so useful. Okay, Argosian Reach. Well, 150 is not great though. Dark Zealots have been exhausted. Let's get another one. But they can't go to the Horde vendor selling for like 20 silver. So you're posting them for 1,250.
I haven't got all day.
That's a nice markup, definitely. Okay. I'd ideally like this to be a higher percentage to get the extra rep. So I might leave that for now. There's nothing that's too appealing at the moment. And as our order hall resources are running low, I'm going to leave that. Right, let's go out and do we'll do our world quest for our bloods. And then we can go to our garrison and have a look there. So, all in all, I think it's been a pretty good evening so far. We've managed to at least learn a bit from TSM, set a few things up, done the normal routine things, obviously. But all in all, I don't think we've made a lot of gold. I haven't seen many sales come in. Although sales have been quite low of late anyway. As there's almost no horde, or not many doing that, you don't have much competition. But completionists that Czech can use when going through their missing recipes in Auction House do get them and pick them up every so often. Yeah, that's definitely the sort of thing I would do. I'd go and do a search and see if there's any recipes I wanted that were cheap, or relatively cheap. I'd certainly pick them up. Right, we need to head this way for this guy. Track that one, close that down. Right. I'm getting loads of Gather of Peace Bloom in the guild messages here. I got that feeling that's something to do with someone doing some herbalism. Right, how far away is this? 500. Which one is this? Zoom out a little bit. Or is it down here? Yeah.
We need a victim. A volunteer.
Okay. I'll just do this solo, I think. Just need to kill 8 of them. Okay, that's easy enough. Oh, Bloodhunter's Quarry. Haven't had that in a while. There you go. Do that, do that. What else is in the objectives? Are we missing one? There we go. Depending on the herb, might open at other markets or flips of them. Right, where else do we need to go? Do we need to go downstairs? Let's have a look. Yes, it's the farming that I find particularly boring sometimes. It tends to get quite repetitive for me. There you go, that's done.
Yes. Not so fun to be on the receiving end, is it?
Right, actually, we're going to go straight to the garrison from here. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to go to combat. There you go. Oh, what was that? Oh, imbued silkweave armour. That's cool. Right, garrison Hearthstone. That's what we want. Yeah, I've not really been following the prices of herbs at the moment. Sort of like the Legion herbs, certainly. I don't really sort of... you do it while you watch a movie. Yeah. It's always good to have something else on in the background, definitely. But no idea who the trader is today. So I'll be a bit of random luck. And then we can test out these add-ons for Tannan Jungle. See if they work to help me get my dailies done. You're watching this whilst collecting your herbs. Right. Let's get those done. Don't think I need these XP things much anymore now. Everyone seems to be fairly decently levels. Hey Emery, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And see you later, Executioner. Thanks for stopping by. Rush order tailoring, want that, definitely. Let's just pick up the garrison resources ones. That one, and that one. There we go. Won't bother with the XP ones. Most awesome RP event ending just now. Oh, brilliant. I hope you had fun. Muradin, no, we don't want Muradin. The end of 2 character arcs. Well, that sounds quite interesting. There's some resources. Let's go have a look at our... Actually, I'm going to go straight to just the hex weave. I'm not going to bother with the other bits. So I want to get myself over to Tannan Jungle. There we go, and start another load of work orders. There we go.
See you later.
Let's have a look at Tannan. Right, let's fly over to Lion's Watch. Let's get these quests done. So who makes up the character arcs on an RP server, Emery? Is it something that each person does themselves and they just plays it out? Or do people get together and do kind of more orchestrated things? I guess being an event, it must be more orchestrated. Oh my word, this has changed. This is now with my my scanning thing. These are all the elites from NPC scan, I think. That's going to be interesting. Does that work? Are they all there? Right, where are we off to? Let's do this daily. Looks like handy notes. Oh, okay, that's handy notes, is it? Okay, collect the jungle teeth. Yeah, I'm not sure how useful that's going to be with all these in here. Maybe I need to reconfigure it a little bit. NPC scan only scans the enemies you see in your screen or anything it can read the nameplates from. Ah, okay. So it's more close by things. I wonder how I turn that on. Each person makes their own characters, yes. When you have an event, there's a host that orchestrates it. Oh, okay. Right, okay. So that looks like a whole load of information from handy notes then, that I was hoping was going to help me with finishing things off, but let's have a look. Let's see if it helps. We need to kill these. So you could go to the locations handy note says there are rares and it will give you the notification. Okay. But a character arc is a character arc and the host has to work with the characters. Okay. NPC scan only warns you when a rare is up and near you, or can show it on your map. Okay. Handy notes can show treasures, rares all the time. Okay, right, okay. Brilliant, thank you everyone. But it looks like we've got... So we need to head towards things on the map and see if we can pick up anything. That might be useful, perhaps. So we need to do all these teeth and what have you. Anyway, so we'll do this whilst we're here. Don't need to have pets shown. I think that's confusing things. Let's turn that off, track pets. There we go. Ah, thank you, Almost Gomely, for the follow. It's very kind of you. We're just trying to work on our Dalaran flying at the moment, which we're way behind on. But hey, at least we're getting there somewhere. And then once we're done with this flying, that'll be much happier. I'm trying to do it in little chunks. Draenor, not Dalaran. Yes, sorry. Thank you, Emery. I've got Dalaran on the brain. Okay, so where are we? This says there's something here. What's that? Lodged hunting spear. Okay, well, let's carry on. Let's get on my horse. And then let's head towards that potential rare that's dead. Okay. Looks like someone's going around and doing them anyway. Do this guy. Get the teeth we need. So quite a few to get actually. Another one there. Looking quite busy tonight actually. People around. Let's see if there's another rare up here. No. No sign there. Lots of dead things though. Right, where's next on the map we can go to? let's head... Well, let's head round here. There's a lot of stuff over here. Oh, if you don't fall down. Let's go up here. And down here. Oh, there's someone to kill. Let's get some more teeth. And carry on down here. Let's go over this direction, it would look like. Where's all the teeth? People. I'm ignoring these guys. In here looks like a good place. Lots of teeth from you. Being a dinosaur and all. Right, do that, let's do that. Investigating. There we go. Oh, there's a great big snake there. I don't like to be in competition with people running around the same place as me though. So I'll head this direction whilst you're that direction. Things, there's loads of them here. Do that, do that. Do the little ones. 70 teeth, it's not bad. Do this one. Yeah, getting lots of teeth this way. And then that one needs to go. And then let's hop on the horse again. See some over there. Oh, they're being aggroed anyway. Let's head this way. Looks like there should be something down here. Potentially to the south. I'm not going to bother with that actually. That's the Night Hunter. What else have we got here? Let's follow handy notes. There's another python. That's useful. Should get at least 2 teeth from that. I got 4. There's that. Oh. Oh, da, 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 da. Crease card the unredeemed. There we go. Okay, you're gonna go to sleep. It's way too late for you. Yes, it's an extra hour, isn't it, for you, Emery? Good night. Farewell. Have a great evening. Left target. Right mouse button remove. Where's the jungle stalker? Ah, this is NPC scanner, isn't it? Okay. You need an add-on to list all your items on your guild banks into a file so you can check wowhead and such, if they are still in the game or not, and auto-calculate the total value. That would be handy. So where's this on the mini-map? Bramble, Jungle Stalker. Don't see it on the mini-map. This one, the unredeemed, up here. I was trying to work out how to use this add-on. Right, let's get on my horse. Somewhere here? I don't want to go down there. If you press on the thing, it should put a raid marker skull on him. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, we've got something. And so where is he? He's down there. That's weird. Is he right underneath us? Or is he in the ground? That's strange. Under the world? Cave time, yeah, it looks like it might be. But where's the cave entrance? Don't particularly want to jump down into that green stuff, that's going to kill me. So maybe it's around here, but I don't see a cave entrance nearby. Let's have a look. Here's... Hi Gold Queen, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well tonight. We're just struggling to find things again. The usual. Doing Talon Jungle in Water Draenor. Might be the one you need the crystal to go up to. Ah, okay. He does seem like a difficult one to get hold of. So we'll ignore him and go on and find some more teeth, I think. Where's good for teeth? Let's head this way. Seems to be some stuff over here. Swamp python will do. Let's just pick up a few of these. 97, oh, we're almost there anyway. And there we go. That's those done. Right, so what's nearby? Loads of things. Potentially. But we're going to head on back. Let's follow the path. See if anything pops up as we go past. Good night, Alpha Test 1. Thanks for stopping by and chatting. Have a great evening. I think I probably won't be too far off. It does have an entrance near a tree into his cave. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Let's go have a look. If I can link the YouTube to it. Okay, we'll have a look. We're over here. There's a tree. Okay, let's have a look at the YouTube. See what it says. Okay. Where are you? That's the tree, I'm here. Oh, okay. There's a little cave. Am I in the right area for that? Oh, maybe I'm on the wrong tree. Okay, not necessarily that one. There you go, hold on. Let's move this over to a bigger window. Close that down, full screen that. So we're looking for there on the map by the little thing. There's a tree and a little thing. Right, okay. We don't have the TomTom add-on, unfortunately. So it looks like it needs to be a bit further to the right, over this side. And I think it's probably going to be one of these. There it is. This guy, I think it might have been. The dead guy. Oh, well, at least we found the cave. Unless there's more. What else have we got in here? Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Further down, you get the other one. Yeah, it looks like servants are dead. Looks like everyone's been killed. unfortunately, but at least we know where it is now. Click thin vist. Click things. What, like this? Oh, there we go. Jungle Stalker Bramble fell. Outside, I think. Okay, here we go. Where are you? Left target. He's dead already. Wow, that's super quick. Well, that's no good. Everyone seems to kill them just so quickly here. You really need flying to be able to do this kind of stuff. Sort of 45-minute respawn timer. Okay. And you really just need to fly around here. But then you're trying to do this for flying, so I can. This is, as someone who's on a horse, I can find this quite frustrating. Don't mind me just coming through. Which way should we go? This way across? I want to go to the right actually. Let's go up and over and through. There we go. Ignore these. Right, we're going to head back up to Lion's Rest watch thing. Hand that one in. Or at least we've done one of the dailies anyway. I might have to head over and do some of the regular zones to get the flying and come back to this area once I've done all the others. Because it's kind of like very sporadic, the amount of stuff I'm doing here compared to everything else. Is that one of the talent planning map? What's this? Group objectives. Shadow Council summoning their demonic masses mountain. Assault the throne of kill Jason. Oh yes, we had that. Yeah, I'll ignore those because those went really quickly. Right, I think we'll call it there for now. I'm not gonna spend too much time in here. At least got one of them done. Right, let's head back to Stormwind. Okay, so Handy Notes looks quite good, and along with that NPC scan, it's just whether it's going to be easy enough for me to do without flying. Getting those reputations, I might have to just use my medallions that I've got. I've got a few of them. I think about 3 or 4. That should at least get me some reputation, and then I'll worry about the rest later. Hey Agent Rusky, thanks for stopping by. Fortunately, we're just going to be finishing up the stream, so you have to catch up on the VOD or on YouTube for this one. But thanks for stopping by nonetheless. So we're basically just going to go back, check the auction house, because our mail's not working as well, so we're kind of like a bit stuck at the moment. So I think we'll probably finish it up there, and then see when we're going to be on next. I'm not sure. I've got my end of month retrospective to do, so I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. Maybe be on tomorrow night, depending on how things go. We'll see how things are. Let's just sell some of this junk. There we go. Done that. Okay. Brilliant, right. I'll probably finish it there. So thank you everyone for your company and your help tonight. Much appreciated as always. Let's have a look and see if there's anyone we can host. Who have we got? We have Sharken's on, so we can give Sharken a host. We gave him a host the other day, so I think we'll ping a host over to him. Let me just go onto his stream first and wait for the ad to roll. There we go, just mute that first so you don't get drowned out. And then we'll pass on a host to Sharken. Let's have a look. Let's get that through, and I'll type that up here. /host. Right. There we go. So, fantastic. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening, and I shall see you all next time. Hopefully tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe Thursday. We'll see how things go. Yes, unfortunately, you just missed the stream, TJ Smithy, but you can catch it up on YouTube or the VOD, so it'll be there for you. But thank you for the follow. That's awesome. Thank you very much. So yes, if you catch up on the VOD, or I'll put it onto YouTube after 24 hours. So I'll send a host over to. Yes, the same name, Samadan Plays WoW. I've got all my past broadcasts are on YouTube, plus all my guides and everything else are on there. So you can catch everything I've done up to now there. Same name, Samadan Plays WoW. So thank you everyone, and we'll ping a host over to Sharken. Good night and farewell. There we go.
I might as well go clear some trash.
There we go.
I'll go this way.
Just going to listen to the thing come through.
Samadan Plays well. Thank you very much for the host, man. Much appreciated. Welcome, everyone from Samadan. Sam's stream, pretty much. I was chilling there a couple of days ago. Can't open it. Almost Gombi, thank you very much for the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. I guess I'll go this way. Yeah. I was chilling in Sam's one, it was nice. He knows his stuff. Better than me, 100%.
Let's talk about me.
How was your stream, Sam? If you're here in my stream right now.